Hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone, to another Dino Crisis playthrough. Back to where we last left off. So last stream I was struggling to find the other DDK. Man, I forgot which DDK part am I missing? We have the code, but I'm missing the input. I believe I gotta go back. Back to the lift. Now, in case you're wondering what those big guys were, they are actually therizinosaurs. Therizinosaurs. Now, in actuality, Therizinosaurus is a herbivore, but that was recently discovered around the time this game was developed. So they weren't sure what to classify that dinosaur as, so they decided to make it a carnivore. Something like a Oviraptor, Dilophosaurus, and Baryonyx type of hybrid. Like carnivore. I really don't understand why I missed that part. But yeah. At times we get carried away. And this guy is still resting. Still unconscious after taking a chomp off of that generator. I don't know if I mentioned to you guys on this stream, but in case you're wondering why I sound a little bit crystal clear, kind of are, but they'll be back anytime soon. I like to keep a clear path without having to deal with any more raptors or therizinosaurs. But in case you're wondering, in case you just got here and you're wondering why I sound a little different, I got myself a new pop filter. How do I sound for those that are listening? This is easy. I remember this vividly. Didn't hear what you said before. Crystal clear what? I got a new pop filter on my microphone. How do I sound? Is there any popping? Hold on a second. Buzzing noise? Oh, for real? I'm really not sure what it is. It could be just my PS3. It's just making a noise. Well, anyway, gotta get with the password. Always knew it all along. What the? Oh, I have a key card with me. But first things first. Why do I gotta keep pressing the wrong button? Thank you. Good grief. As long as there aren't any raptors nearby, that's all that matters. I gotta make some room. Alright, this is where you get this is where you see the. This is the third energy generator. Gotta keep us up.
Rick, I've located the main generator of the third energy.
Great. See if you can activate it.
So as I was saying, that there is the main generator for the third energy. I mean, reactor. However I should call it. Let's see what we have here. Sweet. A plug. File titled Generator Introduction Manual. How to activate and control the generator. Number 1. Prepare to activate the generator by operating the main panel on the upper floor of the control room. Number 2. Move to the B3 area of the generator to set an initializer. Number 3. Operate the panel near the initializer to connect the inhale shaft to the generator. Number 4. Move to the B2 area to set a stabilizer. Number 5. Activate the generator. Number 6. Go back to the control room and adjust the output of the lower floor. When activating the generator, make sure the doctor is present. To avoid accidents, the generator cannot be activated without Dr. Kirk's ID. No shit. Let's see what's down here. Intensifier. Fascinating. Ooh, a key card level B. I mean, level B key card. Sweet. Researcher's Journal. Will you read the file? O. N. B. C. Let's see who I can be. Since I was assigned to the department, all I've done is sample the simulation data of the generator. Even a college student could handle these tasks. Why doesn't Kirk want us to operate the generator? Doesn't he trust our ability and skill? To O.
I don't think that... I don't think the problem is so simple. Because his ID card...
No, that was poorly executed.
I don't think the problem is so simple. Because his ID card is required to operate the generator, once an accident occurs, Kirk is the only person who can stop it. I don't see what the military is planning to do with this conniving, nonsensical procedure.
B. Who can it be? I have an idea. It's about that guy Tom who was recently assigned to the B1 area. He often comes to me to ask about our job. I guess he doesn't resist my charming personality. Let me try it again. Going for Wesker. I have an idea. No, let me remove my earbud. I have an idea. It's about that Tom. No. Gotta get into character. I have an idea. It's about that Tom. It's about that guy Tom who was recently assigned to the B1 area. He often comes to me to ask about our job. I guess he can't resist my charming personality. Why don't we invite him into our group and have him spy on Dr. Kirk? This should work, as he is good at gaining the confidence of other people. So, my S dialect, it is out of character. Let me try it again. I have an idea. It's about that guy Tom who was recently assigned to the B1 area. He often comes to me to ask about our job. I guess he can't resist my charming personality. I guess he can't resist my charming personality. Why don't we invite him into our group and have him spy on Dr. Kirk? This should work, as he is good at gaining the confidence of other people. C. Who can it be this time?
Don't be so simple-minded. Have you already forgotten how you'd been trying to get Kirk's attention until recently? Learn to think a bit more logically first. At any rate, the male researchers here don't seem to know much of anything beyond research. Maybe you ought to try showing the next one you become close friends with the wonders of shampoo and the washing machine.
Hope you enjoy my random impressions. Not the greatest, to tell you the truth, but I hope it's worth the entertainment value. Is that an elevator? Oh. Gotta make sure I have the game capture audio active. With the card you have now, you can access the B3 floor. No thanks. I'll pass. Maybe another time. It's a map. Don't mind if I do. Poor lady. She's unconscious. She is dying. No. Must be the wrong aid. More slugs. And an aid. More buckshot. I mean, I'm running low on buckshot. What do intensifiers do? Curious. It's time I rearranged the ammo. 11 frag rounds and 3 incendiary rounds. Forget it, I might be back. Researcher's memo. Let's see what the... I'm not sure if the lady wrote this, but I might as well play a wild card this time. Let's see. What kind of researcher character fits the voice? I'm gonna go for Dr. Kleiner. Kirk has been hiding everything from the researchers recently. In a demonstration of Take two. Kirk has been hiding everything from the researchers recently. In a demonstration of solidarity, the B1 lab area staff have decided to investigate what Kirk and the military personnel are up to. As a start, we managed to set a wiretapping device at the parts storage area where they've been holding meetings. The device is sound activated and records automatically. It can also play back the recordings. It may be the best way to come up with some clues. We need Kirk's ID card to check the generator. We already know his registration number. It is 31415. All we need now to forge his ID card is his fingerprint data. Pretty decent. Much decent than I expected. Good grief. Wow. This stuff's real dangerous. This'll prove handy against the Blue Raptor. I'm not sure if I can make another resuscitation. Maybe another time. But good grief. Screw it. Oh, forget it. The circuit schematics display the status of the emergency power supply. Currently, it is set to the basic power source of the facility. You can switch the supply destination of the emergency power to the third energy generator. Absolutely. Oh. None. Nope. Uh. Thank you very much. Okay, this is where I trigger a cutscene. I mean, not really. This is where I make something happen, which would lead to me triggering a cutscene whenever I go back to the room I was in.
Generator test complete. Remember, a special key card is required to operate the generator.
Special key card my ass. Jawbreaker, anyone? Whoa. I'll have to scan the fingerprint. Mm-hmm. Memo written in blood. 1281. I really gotta meet myself for a little bit. Could it be? That's good. That can't be him. Could it be? We'll have to see and find out. It is. It's Dr. Cook's personal.
Don't move.
And what do you think you're doing?
Carving a name for myself in history with the ultimate energy source.
Open your eyes, you freak. Your precious creation is nothing more than another weapon to be misused.
You seem to have a small degree of superficial intelligence. It's too bad that it is wasted on one who is about to die.
Rick, our target has been secured. Report here immediately. Sorry to interrupt your lecture, Doc. You were saying?
Yes, I was saying. I discovered how the third energy could affect space if it ran unchecked 3 years ago. I thought that the energy had the ability to transfer selective space to an alternate time-space continuum. But I was incorrect. The space was not transferred, it was exchanged. To put it in terms that even you can understand, third energy has the ability to replace a pocket in space with one from a different time.
What?
Yes. I came to these conclusions following this evening's final experiment. You've seen the effects yourself. Those beasts were occupying the space this facility is located on almost 65 million years ago.
Right. So that's how those dinosaurs appeared in our time.
Precisely. And that is what I have done.
Uh-huh. And how many people were sacrificed before you made this discovery?
Who cares? The numbers are quite irrelevant. Let's just say that there were many. Extraordinary deaths for ordinary men, don't you think?
Spoken like a true devil.
A god or a devil? I don't care about that. Only my experiment.
Enough. Only one thing matters at this point. Your grand invention is blocking our escape.
You need to destroy the vortex. The only way to do that is to allow the generator's third energy levels to overload. Theoretically speaking, the third energy and the vortex will cancel each other out if they come in contact with one another. But there is one small catch. If you cannot stop the generator's third energy overload, this entire region may be shifted to another point in the space-time continuum.
Then we'll just make sure to be somewhere else when the shift happens. No problem.
But we couldn't even activate the device.
You're missing the initializer and stabilizer, right?
Where are they?
Calm down. They should be stored in one of the security level A rooms on floor B3.
Very good, Doc. Now you understand our situation. We live, you live.
Floor room B and A. Got it.
Okay, I'm all set to whip up a program that will send a stream of third energy into the vortex.
I'll keep an eye on the doctor. Regina, you go find those devices and overload the third energy. Remember, they're in a security level A room on floor B3.
Hold up. That whole floor is crawling with dinosaurs, including that T-Rex. Let's get this situation under control before charging off. Here, take this. The disc contains the draft plans for the initializer and stabilizer. I stumbled over them while searching through the database. Fortunately, the room where the parts are stored is not far from here. We should gather up the parts and assemble the devices.
Don't be ridiculous. Regina doesn't have the technical knowledge for that. We don't even know if all the right parts are there. We'd be better off simply trying to hunt down the completed devices.
It's too dangerous down there. She won't make it.
It's your call then, Regina. You're the one who has to do this. So what's your choice?
I honestly feel Rick's strategy is the safest bet. But at the same time, the last time I went with his strategy, one of these puzzles I was trying to solve felt I could not find a single clue. Now, if I went with Gale's strategy, that means I have to mow down a bunch of dinosaurs just to get the complete parts. So, regardless, I feel Rick's strategy is better.
It's your show, girl. I just hope you know what you're doing.
Do whatever you want. Just don't fail.
Platinum disc. With this you can build the initializer and stabilizer. I mean planning disc. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mm-hmm. Notice to the staff from Dr. Kirk. Good evening, Gojer851. How are you doing? I got myself a new pop filter for my microphone. But, where was that? Notice. Preparing the stabilizer and the initializer. Make sure these two devices are ready in time for the experiment. Each of these two devices consists of the following three parts. The core parts, protect part A, and protect part B. This means 6 parts are needed in all. These parts are separately stored in the experiment room, the design room, and the parts storage room. Once you have acquired all 6 parts, you can assemble them in the experiment room. The weightless manipulator must be operated by staff of level A class. Did you find those devices? Thank you very much. About the thumbnail you just saw before you clicked on. I wish I could have done better with that, with the thumbnail, but I could not find a much more suitable map that would best fit the setting of the current level I'm in. Oh, good grief. So I had to download certain assets and find a certain map just to get the correct setting of the current level. I had to arrange some assets, including rooms, weapons, along with characters. The lighting for me personally felt pretty tedious. I struggled to arrange wherever I want the lights to be, whether they be on the light bulbs, or I want to show the shadows in the picture. So, yeah. Oh! Here we go. Make your move, creep. That there's all of my buckshot. Care for another shot? So as I was saying, the lighting, the fact that I had to arrange some lighting felt pretty tedious in my opinion. I tried to show the shadows, and I'm not sure where where these lights, or where these lights belong in a certain room. So overall, it paid off really well. I mean, pretty much so. So, if I have to be honest with you, it's not really terrible. But, again, I wish I could have done better. What do I want to get rid of this time? Or better yet, how's about we rearrange them? Just have to make sure I don't get confused. Good grief. How's about I multiply them? Could I actually multiply the poison darts? No. Oh, no, you can't. Good grief. What a waste. Well, there's not much I could do. Just pray that I don't run into another blue raptor. Regardless how disappointed I can be with my thumbnail art, I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, I'm not really sure if that's the way I want to advertise my content. Good grief. But it's just an experiment. I could honestly use something else like photo share. And then Photoshop. Where am I supposed to go now? Just pray I don't have enough. I dig the thumbnail. I saw no issues. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Your move, creep. Sleep tight. 7281. Sweet, another plug. So not only was the lighting felt pretty tedious, but your luggage, Mr. Raptor. Small wired tapping device. It appears to have something recorded on it. Sure thing.
My only concern regarding the new generator is the stabilizer. It functions perfectly under nominal conditions, but it's still a problem under certain conditions. Look, with the generous budget, personnel, and facilities at your disposal, shouldn't you be able to solve that problem? Once complete control can be established, we will literally have the power of a god at our disposal. And it will all be attainable if you cooperate with me. The power of a god. How could I refuse?
The power of a god. Now that's spoken like a true devil. Hold on, let me play it again. It was pretty hard for me to find a therizinosaur that or maybe a different dinosaur that is as vicious and savage as the therizinosaur in this game. But I mean, I tried using something else like a Baryonyx or Suchomimus, but unfortunately they're too big to fit in the hall. So I ended up using another raptor instead. Let's play it again.
Power of a god. How could I refuse?
2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 1. Notice. Let me get into character. Preparing the stabilizer and the initializer. Make sure these two devices are ready in time for the experiment. Each of these two devices consists of the following 3 parts. Core parts, protect part A and protect part B. This means 6 parts are needed in all. Wait a second. Haven't I read that before? Well, anyway. These parts are separately stored in the experiment room, the design room, and the parts storage room. Once you have acquired all 6 parts, you can assemble them in the experiment room. The weightless manipulator must be operated by staff of level A class. Well, anyway, that's not why I'm here. This is why I'm here. By remodeling the cylinder, grenade bullets can be fired continuously. Double action only. Sweet. But first things first, let's take a quick, good look at this grenade launcher. Looks cool. What's this got? Plus they credited Heckler and Koch of Germany. That was before publishers like Capcom and Activision decided they stop calling weapons by their real names and just name them random and generic names. But with that aside, look at this. State of the badass art. Now, I don't believe there exists this kind of grenade launcher that is made of different parts. But never mind. Why brag about how you can interchange parts if it comes to when it comes to weapons that aren't so interchangeable with parts, like MP5s, G3s, and Remington 870s. We shouldn't make a fuss about it. After all, it's only a video game. Your move, creep. Gotta get go. Hey! Not! Oh crap, I'm bleeding. That was embarrassing. Suckers. Good grief. 1281. I knew that code was useful. I mean, I knew how useful that code was. But anyway, right here is the Spaz 12 barrel. A quick look at this shotgun here before we turn it into a Spaz. Curious. Was wondering if it had the lever type safety, but I'm assuming it had a Winchester shotgun style crossbolt safety. Oh baby, this is gonna be fun. This rig couples increased stopping power with rapid fire capability. Semi-automatic. Equals maximum power. You always have to make sure they're dead. Stabilizer design room. Now to plant the planning disc. Where is the planning disc? What the? No way. if I forgot to... I honestly can't believe I forgot to take note of that. What is wrong with me? First, I gotta get rid of that raptor. And open the door to the chopper. Not again! Now I'm bleeding. Not cool. This is not cool. An eye for an eye, sucker. An eye for an eye. Oh no, I did not watch Resident Evil Dead Island yet. I really need to buy the Blu-ray of it someday. Good grief. It certainly was a whole ton of embarrassing. Honestly. For the love of Pete. But what matters is I have a clear path. Oh no. FCEE, not this again. FCEE, FCEEE. God, I don't like this puzzle. I need to take pictures. Good lord. Lucky for me, this part was easy. This part is too tricky for me. I can't stress enough how I honestly can't stress enough how much how frustrating this puzzle is. Alright, first picture we have D. Second one we have A. Then we have C. F. Luckily for me I have a phone. Taking pictures just to get the correct code. And now for the last one. Hope I get this correct. If I get this wrong, I'm gonna be mad. Thank you. 4 more. I hate this. This is completely frustrating. A, E, D, D, B, F, and F. Don't fail me this time. Or else. It won't be pretty. Pray that I get this correct. No. Oh my god. I hate this. Now I need to. 1, 2, 3. Need to get the third letter. Can't believe the third one was too fast for me. Okay, so I'm assuming that was E. Yep, got it correct. This is what I hate about the final part. They play tricks on you and they're too quick. Too quick for you to focus. Now I missed the 7th one. F, D, C, and C. 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 That's a bunch of C's. Good grief. I hate to do this, but I never really liked this puzzle. This puzzle is so hard. Must activate the generator first. Ugh. Oh no, no, no. This is so not happening. And I thought I was doomed at that moment. Magic. Old document. Dr. Kirk's signature. Third energy as the final weapon by Edward Kirk. If the third energy reaction exceeds the critical point, it evokes the overload phenomenon. When this happens, we can't control it. The huge amount of energy creates chain reactions and begins to disintegrate the surrounding air. The ensuing explosion will vaporize anything in the near vicinity. If we could control the area where... if we could control the area where the overload occurs, the third energy will literally become... the third energy will literally become the ultimate weapon. The power of the weapon depends on how much energy we can restrain before the explosion occurs. In other words, the capability of the stabilizer is the key to everything. The third energy was supposed to be the project of the development policy. Create the basic power source for the permanently stationed weapon. If we change the policy of the project here and now, this government will be able to obtain the most deadly, destructive device in the world. However, our current budget is completely out of the question. You'll find my estimate of the budget in the next chapter. Please review and consider. Thank you very much. Do you kindly? What do we have here? Can't make a comment about that poster? What's this here? What's that monitor for? Never mind. Thank you very much. Can't mix it. So be it. I need to take note of this. Better yet, why not take a picture just in case? Thank you very much. Hey, what about the code for the planning disk? With this, you can build the initializer and the stabilizer. Of course. And why wouldn't I? If I... Come on. Mon Dieu. I swear, if those raptors come back, I'm gonna freak out. Ugh. Mon Dieu. I can't remember how do I operate the planning disc. Luckily for me, I've managed to gather myself some necessities that are useful for me to progress. Are there any notes? I didn't think so. Add 0 to each of the splitting numbers. Each of the splitting numbers? Good grief. Could I actually use the researcher memo? 1, 2. No. Good grief. I don't want this to be too tedious, so... for this to be quick and well done. God, come on. Not cool. At least. Got it. And now have clearance. What am I gonna do? Gotta get these parts. There's gotta be clues around here someplace. I don't want to look up a playthrough, so sorry about that. I need to find a note.
Announcement. Power for generator is connected. Announcement. Please place the initializer and the stabilizer in the generator.
Maybe these numbers would be useful. Or maybe I'll have to give them a shot in the dark. Nothing says anything about a planning disc. Okay, Goji. You take care. I don't understand. Why can't I find the code for the disc? Where can I find the code for the planning disc? I thought I got a clue, but unfortunately, there's no freaking clue. Stabilizer design room. The machine in the corner's code. I don't like. This. Where is it? Stabilizer design room. Uh-huh. So lasers. But turn right before them to go to the stabilizer design room. A green file on top in the center of the room. Core parts and add 0 to the each number. So I guess I have to figure it out on my own. I had to look it up on a Reddit post, but I had to make sure I did not read the code. The next two codes you need in the room are referred to in this file. What the hell? I heard the beep, but I could not. But I was not able to find out the code. need... What was I thinking? Nope. Ah. So all I need to do is separate the numbers and put a 0 on each of them. I could not get that at first, but never mind. I wasn't sure what it means by using the planning disc. I don't know what went through my head. Last time I went there, last time I managed to get the code, I just went in there. This one, I misunderstood. Silly me. I mean, seriously, what is wrong with me? Wait a second. Am I supposed to get the initializer? What the? Am I not thinking straight? I'm missing one of the parts for the initializer. Just as I suspected. This one's for the initializer, and this one's for the stabilizer. Initializer, stabilizer. I remember when I first tried to solve this puzzle, I was not having a pleasant experience. Trying to figure it out, but it could have been better. What the? Operated since you don't have the right number of what? Excuse me? Baking powder? good grief. And there goes my jawbreaker. Broken in half, I'd say. I'm going through my playthrough. Zero 367. Huh. Oh, maybe I don't have to type in the code. Good grief. Nothing inside the case. I'm aware of that. Now I'm missing a part for the stabilizer, I'm assuming? Good grief. I need to go back. I have the parts for the stabilizer. I mean, initializer. But I really don't have all the parts for the stabilizer. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. Seriously. Of course. What is wrong with your game? What's the one place I've never been to? Seriously. Must activate the generator first. Generate this. What is wrong? Good grief. Stabilizer design room. What's this called? Good grief. Come on. Stop making me read it. I don't have enough patience. It's almost past my bedtime. Aha. No wonder why I wasn't looking. Success. I better make this quick. Time is of the essence. Now, let us begin. This part I find really frustrating. First part isn't so bad, but the second part I find really frustrating. It was hard for me to control, hard for me to determine where the next part is. Oh no, you don't. No. Ah. You see what I mean? Yeah, mon Dieu. Oh no, you don't. Thank you. Now come on, I'm on a roll here. Lucky for me. I don't have to turn, since it appeared where I wanted it to be. Stabilizer in check. Initializer obtained. Now for the moment of truth. There is no turning back. Finally did it on my own. No way. One stabilizer coming right up. On to the next step. The initializer. I remember when I streamed Resident Evil 1 1996 version the second time. It was if I remember correctly, that was my third playthrough, or if I'm wrong, it could have been my fourth playthrough. When it came to the hunters, I was collecting 3 discs to save Jill. And I had to deal with a bunch of hunters. The first time the hunter killed me, I ended up rage quitting and almost moved on with Dino Crisis. So I thought I was willing to move on with some Dino Crisis after dealing with the hunter, but I suddenly changed my mind, realizing, man, what am I doing? Why am I rage quitting the game and moving on to something else? I can't move on to a different game without finishing it. So, went back to it and got finished with Resident Evil 1. Like I said, I can't... what am I saying? I seriously can't stress how aggravating, how extremely aggravating the hunters are. They're fast, they leap, and they take a lot of damage. And worst of all, they cause a lot of damage to a point where they insta-kill you after leaping like frogs. Regardless, it was a long time ago, so enough complaining. So, I don't know if I told you this last stream, but I did see the Meg 2 in 3D, and it was the first time I've seen a 3D movie since Terminator 2 in the theater, and it was really fun. There were times where where it felt some things pop out of the screen, and there were times where some parts didn't fit well. But regardless, not as didn't have much of a didn't have as much of a blast as I had with Terminator 2 when I saw it in 3D at an AMC. The Meg 2, really good movie. Real good sequel in my opinion. Get some returning cast members including Jason Statham. And they're really good in it as well. Even the little girl from the first one, and she's all grown up. Here we go. The moment of truth.
Warning. Third energy output is approaching critical point. Cease operation immediately. Danger. Third energy output is approaching critical point. Attempting to compensate.
Okay, Regina. Adjust the power output to maximum.
Here goes. Just remember there's no turning back once it overloads.
Then we won't look back. Crank that sucker, let's go out with a boom.
Danger. Generator has surpassed safety parameters. Third energy overload in progress. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. All personnel evacuate immediately.
The ceiling! Move it!
What was the point in saving me? How pathetic.
Hang in there, Gale. I'm coming to save you. Cutscene.
Okay. Just get Kirk. Hurry.
Take it easy, Gale.
No. Take this. Tagged him with transmitter.
Gale. Gale.
Hang in there, Gale. We'll get him, I promise. Disembarkation Immigration Office.
All right. The overload levels are increasing. Just a little more. Looking good. Gale, what happened to him?
I don't know, but Kirk's gone.
I'm gonna kill him! This is it. All that's left is our escape. Let's go.
Wait, what about Kirk?
What about him? It's a miracle we're still alive at this point. Forget about him.
Don't forget the mission. You're not here to babysit.
Sorry, but I have a conscience. I'm taking you back, now.
No. You two get going. I'm going after Kirk.
What? You're insane! Don't you remember our situation? The third energy can't be controlled anymore. Staying here any longer is suicide!
I know. If I'm not back in 30 minutes, you two make your escape without me.
Hey, do something!
Okay, so there are 3 endings, or maybe, well, probably 4 endings. I'm not sure if you could count. I'm not sure if I count the 4th one as an ending. Of course, I'm almost done. So I guess you could say there are 4 endings. So I'm going. You know, I haven't gone with Gail's idea for throughout the playthroughs, so I'm going with Gail's.
Kirk must be after the stabilizer.
Why did you let him go?
I'm finally beginning to understand. He's a professional, first and foremost. It's the only way he...
Yep. Helicopter is the best ending.
And it's up to me to do my part as well. I'll make sure everything's ready to go as soon as you get back.
Now before we move on to finding Dr. Kirk, let's go find the helicopter. I sure do want to save. Boy, that... Regardless if it's a me problem, regardless if some of these issues I have were all on me, I'll be honest with you, it was a struggle when... Uh-oh. Sorry guys, I ain't got time for you. Boy. Not only did I done goof on finding the DDK input disk, but also I wasn't able to figure out how to work the planning disk when I first tried to obtain the initializer or stabilizer parts. But regardless, we made it through. Okay, let's check the map. I have to go downstairs? The weapon storage. I thought it'd be right there. Never mind. Doesn't really matter at all. What matters is if we were to save Gale and capture Dr. Kirk. I promise you, we'll do both. This is gonna be real exciting. Ooh. Inventory dispenser. And a helicopter. With some sort of destruction device. Could be a bomb. Resuscitation. Shotgun slugs. It's not slags, it's slugs. Come on, Capcom. I don't know why they call it slags. I don't think they intend to call it slags. Could be a typo. But regardless. Still excited. Where am I supposed to go? What the? You gotta be kidding me. Taste my slugs. Seriously, I did not see that coming. Here we go. Cutscene time.
You got your man, Gale.
Yes, he seems to have made it his mission to make my life miserable.
Gale, I found a heliport on the way here. Our escape will be quicker if we use it instead.
Fine. Thanks for the disc, Doc.
Disc? The doctor's being secured, and Gale's doing fine.
Glad to hear it, but I've got bad news. The hovercraft was destroyed by the T-Rex.
Don't worry about it, Rick. There's a chopper here we can use to escape.
Got it. I'm heading over right now.
First things first. Lock and load. Huh? And let's see how heat... Oh, wait. Heat bullets. Does Rick live... Yeah, he lives in every ending. Except for Gale. If you have to choose Gale's decision, he'll most likely die unless you find the chopper. So that's why I had to find the chopper first before I find Dr. Kirk. Didn't want Gale to bleed out. Just so you know.
That T-Rex is right behind us. We've got to get out of here fast.
is he mad?
Rick, faster! Rick, now!
I have two resuscitations. Here we go. Come on, I had to reload? What a joke. Hey, I can't go in there without my ammo. Thank you very much. Can't I please skip the cutscene?
That T-Rex is right behind us. We've got to get out of here fast.
Rick, faster! Rick, now!
And I really don't know how to reload on my own. Take a few steps back. Reload. Not the face. And I need a heal? You gotta be kidding me. Good grief. Well, anyway. Cutscene time. Better mute myself for a little.
That dinosaur just doesn't give up.
He's still after us!
I'm gonna flash fry that dino dodo.
Well, mission accomplished. Well, that was pretty tough, not gonna lie. But what can I say? Hope you have a good night. You too as well. Take care. Don't let the bedbugs bite. But as I was saying, what do I think about this game? I love Dino Crisis. Certainly is a classic, and it's what got me and my brother into survival horror long before I got into Resident Evil. Back then, my parents were strict on certain horror games, didn't allow us to play Resident Evil. I mean, they never allowed. Well, there were a few exceptions, like this, along with Doom 3, and so on and so forth. But as I was saying, love this game. Certainly holds up overall in terms of gameplay. Regardless if the texture warping does not hold up so much, but you gotta be honest with you, this was back in the late 90s. This was back when this was the charm of the PS1. It's because of the limitations. But aside from that, enemies including the raptors are really tough. I mean, in a good way. Unlike in your face and so bad it's frustrating. And the music still is truly haunting. All thanks to Mikami-san. And no, he did not compose the music. Forgive me if I'm mixing things up. But gotta wait till the intermission, the report's done.
Status recapture.
We have recaptured Dr. Kirk, who is currently negotiating future experiments with the military high command.
But will he able to succeed?
Status allowed.
Gale did survive, but he is seriously injured and is currently recovering at our military medical facility.
Rick.
Certainly is.
Status allowed.
Rick is currently analyzing the data that was recovered from Ibis Island.
Regina. Status allowed.
As for myself, I'm ready to begin my next assignment.
Tom. Status deceased.
Tom was attacked and killed by a giant reptile that was inhabiting the island. He will be missed.
Rest in peace, Tom.
Status unknown.
We lost contact with Cooper at the beginning of the mission and have not heard from him since then.
Newsflash, Regina.
Mission complete.
A Tyrannosaur ate Cooper. But if I was to rate this game on a scale of 1 to 10, so, I mean, the puzzles. Before I rate it, the puzzles are, well, although there are some times where I struggled with some of the puzzles, but I admit that sometimes it's because I've done goofed, like I missed out on one of the DDK discs, for instance. But in all retrospect, the puzzles are well balanced in my opinion. Though I wish some parts of the puzzles could have been better, like with that last puzzle where I tried to input the codes on obtaining the initializers and stabilizers. I mean, initializer and stabilizer parts. But overall, the puzzle difficulty, in my opinion, feels fairly well balanced compared to the complex likes of Silent Hill, where you have to be super figurative. That was an exaggeration, but that's another video for another time. But as I was saying, now combat Combat feels satisfying. Guns pack a punch as they intend. Except for the sound effect for the shotgun kind of sounded like a pistol. I see what you're doing. But as I was saying, weapons feel satisfying. Feel very satisfying to use. Except one shotgun could have sounded better. Like if you compare this to another game like Doom, Fear, or Resident Evil, the shotgun in this sounds like a pistol, but regardless, shotgun still feels satisfying to use. Grenade launcher feels even better. You could mow down, although you can only fire one shot from a grenade launcher, but you upgrade it to a rotary magazine, you'll pack a lot of heat, even against the raptors, blue raptors, and therizinosaurs, and T-Rex too. However, second instance on why, second issue I have is because is you can't reload it on your own. You have to reload it when your magazine is empty. Really? Like, why can't you reload it in your inventory menu? Like what you did in the Resident Evil games. But regardless, still had a lot of fun. Characters are very likable. Regina still has to be one of my favorite video game babes, along with Claire Redfield and Jill Valentine. And I even like Rick. Like him as a character. He's very smart and very intuitive. Like he worries deeply for the sake of his team members. And as for Dr. Kirk, I think the actor who played Dr. Kirk did a really good job, sounding like a mad scientist thriving for ambition. So, but anyway, I only have 3 minutes left, so to conclude the stream, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm honestly feeling tempted to give it a 9.5 solely because I am not able to reload my weapons. But regardless, I think I'm gonna give it a 10. Both the gameplay, all those factors outweigh the cons. The pros overall outweigh the cons. You spamming the rating? Never mind. Yes, Dino Crisis 2 is 10 times better than the first. Certainly is in the left. Not again. But as I was saying, sorry for the disconnection, but thanks for stopping by, watching me play Dino Crisis. Join me next time, for I will be playing my brother's highly requested game for the channel. That is Silent Hill. Oh boy. But if any of you enjoy this playthrough, be sure you give this one a like. And if you're new to my channel, like what I'm doing, want to see more of what I play, please subscribe and turn on feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications so so you don't have to miss a thing, and as long as you're enjoying yourself, that's all that matters. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.